had a pool table in the room.
What the hell?
Yeah, it was that big. You were doing. I whooped everybody's ass. Like I said, pool.
I tell you what, we
Ready?
did a. Yep.
We're at 20-second timer now. 20-second timer now. We will be hot in 3.
Oh, it's not a picture.
But it is gonna work. Oh, little brother's looking forward to this. Good. We will be rolling momentarily, and I'm talking like now, boys. Let's go.
Sab,
Let's go. You ready?
of course.
That was weak. Yeah. Oh, there it is.
Let's go.
I'm old. My hands are tender.
What's happening? All right. Okay. Hang on.
Yeah.
While it's live, somebody check the audio. Make sure we're okay.
All right.
Make sure we're good here. Chris Coulter, are we coming in? What up, B?
B.
Oh, man. Let's go. Let's go. All right. Kevin Amick is coming in. I think we're live. We've got people on, but hey, while we're waiting for audio checks here, let's get a little cheers going so we can start this show. I wonder why these mics smell like cigars.
Now, please tell me what are we?
I'll get them right.
Cheers to you for joining us tonight. What are we drinking?
Audio's great.
Show us what you're drinking.
Do you smell what we're drinking?
Yeah. I mean, I never watched wrestling, but he does that thing, right?
Audio's good. Yes. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, this is our Tuesday Get Together Cigar Talk Live, where these beautiful people get to join you beautiful people on the other side of the lens for our weekly. Well, here's the thing. If you just speak into the mic when someone else's, then it just sounds like chutter. So speak when spoken to, Ron. So, what's up, Wayne? All right, so let me start this by saying, if you're part of this, please give it a like, give it a share, give it a comment, ask some questions. Check, says Oliver. We are in. Thank you for joining us. What's up? Oh, yeah, and hit that share button right about now. Sounds a little hot, right?
I'm going to be quiet for just a minute because it's going to take me a minute to share everything.
Oh, yeah. Ron has to share it to 17,000 channels right now.
But chase into the dog groups.
All the dog groups.
All the dog, ICC dogs.
My man. Now it's to the point where we talk about who we are talking with this evening. And I tell you what, here's what we're doing different this week. Hey, Wayne, throw up a hand. Throw up a hand. Yeah, you see that? We got multiple cameras running today. Let's go.
Camera one.
We're
camera
freaking
two.
awesome.
Camera one, camera two.
We got it. Hey, Nicole, will you stand just right on that side of the chair, please?
Let me see
on my side, on my right side, I've got Ron Hancock, who I'm going to try to get to not to say anything this whole show, but I need him here because emotionally I missed him. On this side, I've got my brother. If we had the same shirt on, we would look identical. Bizzy B, what's happening?
I'm drunk. Don't mind me. I produced a show before this one, and they had some really good tequila, and he made me take too much of it. And then they said, hey, come sit down with us and do it again. So I'll be comic relief for the night, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, he's coming to you hot off the press with some Tears of Llorona.
Oh, Lord.
Got him saved everybody.
Fuck yeah, let's go. We're rocking and rolling. Kevin Amick is coming in from Jackson, Georgia.
What's up, Kevin? Appreciate the feedback today. Talked about the shirt. We had some discussion on there.
Yep.
About the shirt club. So yeah, thank you for that. Appreciate it.
Also, a shout out to Brendan Shaw, brother, who, come to find out, was liking up on some of our posts and giving us feedback on our story today.
Dude,
so,
cool
Brendan Shaw, for those of you who don't know, is a killer. He might actually be a killer MMA fighter, collegiate athlete, and also a top-tier comedian.
And future guests.
Busy. We got running in. Oh, I'm sorry. Dizzy B.
Busy B. There you go.
That's
Tonight,
it.
yeah.
It's busy.
One night only. One night only.
You were super busy today.
Oh, man. No words.
You know, Ron, you're not Pops.
Oh, my God.
Thank God.
That's right.
No, I'm just saying, he's not Pops. I was hoping you were going to come back and ask where Pops was.
Where's Pops?
Lord,
Pop?
have mercy.
Check this out. You know who Pops has been smoking cigars with all day today?
No. Do not tell me. Do not tell me. I will be jealous.
You for sure are going to be jealous. Bet you didn't think you'd be smoking cigars with Paula Dean today.
Lady, I got her pots and pans in my kitchen, Paula Dean.
Listen.
I get
Dave, how and why? See this right here because I can't say it online.
Tune in next week. I'm sure he's going to tell us about it. It just went from a photo of him at a restaurant next to Paula Dean to Paula Dean's garage with her husband smoking cigars.
That's freaking awesome.
You're telling me Paula Dean smokes cigars?
I don't know. I don't have any photo or video evidence of her.
That makes sense, but
It'd be cooler if she did.
in the garage though?
Yeah.
Well, I don't know about that.
driving
Do
me
you
crazy.
smoke?
I gotta
Do
hit
you
the
smoke in your house?
I have a patio.
So you have a patio, but
dope
you do
patio.
not smoke in the house. So you smoke either on the patio or the garage.
No, I get it, but we're talking about Paula Dean.
Hold it.
I bet she has a bitch ass garage.
No,
I'm sure she's.
oh no, it's
she's a
it looks
multi-millionaire.
really cool. It's
Yeah.
I mean, if she's just basically Martha
Oh,
Stewart
you know what?
without the felonies.
So, it's a version of
Was that okay to say?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah. I mean, yeah. So my garage, maybe compared to her garage, is different. I'm
Hell
sure.
no, you got a rap here in your garage. She can kick ass, man. What else?
She probably has something else in her garage.
Yeah, that's true.
She
Sorry.
does because the connection was her husband. We used to have an old '69 Judge GTO, like from
Yes, I remember.
like from Dazed and Confused.
Yes.
Her husband bought it.
What?
The one that we had. So they're showing photos, and then it turned into like, hey, you want to come hang out at the house and smoke cigars? So check us next week while we talk with Bobson. Yeah, they still have it. Love it. Still have it.
That
No
is awesome.
degrees of separation. That's crazy. That's like how that. Wow.
Direct.
The way it works.
So what we're saying is cigars brings us together, and this evening we are together. We had a couple guests lined up who are untrustworthy sons of bitches. They didn't show up.
Oh yeah, that's right.
That's why
We're here. Okay.
yeah.
But we're not going to call them out online.
You're right. I'm not going to do it again.
This time.
All right, man. We're gonna feel in quite fine.
For those of you who are watching us, throw out some trivial nonsense that is going to get us kicked off into some judgment zone area. That's where I want to go because
Now, you say that, but all of us at the table know what the big three are. We need something different.
we're going something different. We got it.
Please, please.
Yeah, we'll end up moving it, but we need some help as far as what direction, one word, which direction we take this conversation. We need your feedback. It's going to help us immensely. In the meantime,
Is Frank in?
Frank
Frank.
is the man at it. In the meantime, let's talk about what you guys, we're all smoking something different except for you and I. Will you guys talk about what you're smoking right now?
I am smoking a black label, a night flight Banquier. I'm finishing it up.
That's a Night Flight Cochon Vallon.
No, it's a Banquier.
You are kidding me.
No, I'm not.
That's old
And
school.
there's not a lot of those out there. And I grabbed
He's
these,
smoking the last one.
and no, I'm not smoking the last one. I have a couple
Yeah,
more
more.
in my humidor, but not many.
Hey, Wayne.
Yeah.
What do you want to talk about? The tequila.
Guns. He's got an AR.
Oh, yeah. We're trying not to get kicked off this week.
Use it for your feed. That way you can look at that.
Oh, yeah. This all works great. Hey, and by the way, we haven't found the rails yet. Except Adrian is talking about a cigar. I'm sorry. I interrupted. I'm sorry.
No. So we got
Bonkier.
Banquier Principal, night flight. What are you smoking?
Patoro, Terra Blanche, Lancero. So damn good. It's like smoking a cloud.
Principal 1842.
It's such a solid smoke.
I didn't think I'd like it, but I like it.
Yes.
I like it a lot.
And the money to burn is just on point as well.
The Russian?
Yes.
New one? Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, look at this. We're so popular. We've got our fan moving to the front seat. That's front seat action. Say hi to the folks. And we're back to the camera one. This is pretty cool. This is actually pretty cool.
It's cool.
All right, 2 more sips of tequila and I'll be smoking a brisket in my backyard sleep. But anyway, keep on. What is that?
Biz, which
sir.
direction do you want this conversation to go?
You know what? I have no clue because It's kind of hard. So I produce a couple of podcasts, and I just came off of one that was pretty general conversation. And Cigar Talk is pretty general conversation. So I don't know. You guys take the lead, and I'll follow.
All right, so let's hop into this, because all this really, the show is really it's a virtual lounge where we get to smoke cigars with the people on the other side of the lens. And thank you for joining us, because it really makes our night to have you guys on here. So let's open it up. I want to get away from the first question that everyone asks in a cigar lounge to get a conversation kicked off, which is,
What are you smoking?
what you smoking? Yeah, right.
You already did that.
Right. So perfect. But we already did that. What is your method to extract deep information or to get into a great conversation with somebody in a lounge?
So what I normally do is literally simple. So what do you do?
You go
So
professional.
like, what do you do? Like, so what do you do for a living or whatever, pastimes, whatever? Like, so I guess I can say, what do you do for a living? And then what do you do when you're not doing something for a living? Like, do you have any hobbies, any past? Like, what is something about you that would, I'm not going to ask Ron that shit, no. I mean, what is something about you that I wouldn't know? Like for me personally, like I build model trains. Nobody would ever guess that about me. I love model
I've known
trains.
you for years.
My grandfather, and it's officially years because I've been here 7 years, so you know me for years. But my grandfather was a porter on the Union Pacific Railroad at Omaha,
Right.
and he always used to bring home little HO scale model trains.
Yep.
And when I got older, I started building these huge train sets, and I haven't done it here yet because my wife has taken over our whole home with her business.
She can watch this right now.
I hope she
is
she's at our
watching
son's
this.
game.
Okay,
She's at our
good. You're
son's
safe.
game, so I can talk shit and she won't know it. But I would normally take a space, get 2 4x8 sheets, and I would build a whole layout of it. Matter of fact, the last layout I built was Dallas before I moved here.
Whoa, serendipitous.
Yeah, it was in the cards, I guess. So I do model trains that people don't know.
Let's pivot real quick. How you came here and how you two hooked up again, because I love that story.
That he worked at my gym when I was actually not as fat as I am now, and I was actually lifting weights.
No,
And-
bro, you're looking good. You're looking
Yeah,
good. You're
I'm
looking
about to
good.
start the
You weren't here
175.
this morning, though.
When
Okay,
you walked
regardless.
when you walked in,
I wasn't
when
there
you
this
walked
morning.
in the shop here,
Do we want to?
do that real quick. It's a quick
Let's hold on to that. But people want
But
that.
we're gonna hold that. We're gonna hold that.
But I like the direction of where we're going, because you guys are all exceptional at developing great relationships quickly. I know I can, with everyone at the table, I can set somebody down. You're going, what's your pastime? What do you love doing when you're not doing what you're doing?
Let's go there. Damn the professional stuff, but I don't know about you because you do what you love to do full time anyway.
Yeah.
So if you're not doing cigars and guns, what do you do? I know you and Kathleen travel a lot.
But we travel,
Damn.
but it's because cigars and guns. It really is.
But I envy you because you have truly found your passion and you're living it, so it's not work. It's just what you do.
Look at those eyes. He's going, oh, it's work.
But it's like,
I get it. I wake up in the morning and it's like I got to do the grind, but it's a different kind of grind.
Yes.
It deals with cigars and guns,
But it's a grind. So for those of you who are joining us, we can't tell you what it means for you to be joining us, because this is part of the grind. It looks like it is fun.
yeah.
But
I would love to do a behind the scenes prelude to an episode to see like how we set all this up, to see the discombobulation and how crazy it is to get all this together.
And especially tonight, since we added the second camera, we sat here and played with this for a while, and it took half hour for us to get everything up and running.
But it's up and running. But it's what we love to do, though.
And
So
it is what we love to do.
the connection to the world outside of the ICC has now expanded its walls so vast with things like this, Saturday at the Shop,
you
all
say
this.
that, but-
It's amazing.
You say that, but my world resolves around a lot of this stuff.
Yeah, I have to say that too. I will say that my life been here changed because of this.
I haven't been here in almost 3 weeks, and I have missed this family so much.
well, you're. I mean, to get the sappy stuff on the front end of this conversation, I mean, you are an irreplaceable part of this family, right? I mean, you are someone who's reliable. You're someone who's fun. You're someone who gets it. You're a great steward of the culture. And if I need something at 3 o'clock in the morning, I know I can call everybody at the table, and I know I can call you, and I've called you with help, and you've been there. So you are a great testament of why we do this. Everyone at the table, I just truly,
Wayne.
Well, you know,
truly.
and that's the interesting thing about this, and I mentioned this earlier, is we've got people here who have been such a member of the culture for so long that I don't want to say we're founding members, but we're close to it.
It's family.
We are family, and this is the culture that we like and we love.
That's crazy ass. All right, that's it's Pops just bragging on us right now. Hey, it looks like we got some comments coming in. A long one on your Insta. Thank you guys.
Yeah. Shout out to Felix Cigar Babe. So many. I'm not going to go through the whole list. Q-Tech is asking the usual question I like to ask those who work in what they love: how do you make it so not so cumbersome? Especially if it ever became stressful.
Let's talk about that for a second.
right
Here's it's a conversation that Nicole and I just had. Here's the thing. There's no off. No one tells you that. Like, do what you love. You never work a day in your... It's bullshit. There's no off. So you better love it. Because if you're chasing your passion, there's no shutting it off. And there are moments where you have to surround yourself with the right people to go, I'm in a dark place. I need some help. Because then you got to nip that in the bud quick. Because if you're sitting around and you've got your passion that you don't enjoy anymore, you better figure it out.
Yeah.
But it is, if you put yourself in the situation where you can be introspective and you can stand back on a Tuesday and you can watch people enjoy what you do as much or more than you do, that's just remind yourself that you're blessed. That would be my 2 cents. Great question. What do you guys think?
You're right. There is no off. I've spoken to a few entrepreneurs who started their own business. They love what they're doing. And then we talk about vacations. JP, for one, it's like Kathleen mentioned, like, hey, when are you going on vacation? He's like, we don't take vacations.
No.
Adrian knows this. It's like you take hours off, but during that time, you can take a vacation, but you're working. If you're starting your business 5 years into it, it still needs work. It needs.
Well, I'll pivot to you specifically because you and I talked about the whole building of Cigars and Guns.
Yep.
And how Kathleen on several occasions commented on, what are you doing?
Yep.
And you said you're constantly online, you're constantly posting,
Yep.
constantly building the environment, you're building the business, you're building the following.
Yep.
And that is a goal for me to build what I'm doing. And to be honest, you're one of the role models that I look for.
Well, I appreciate that. When we started these podcasts, I would say to Kathleen that, like, whether she comes, with me or not, I'm like, I'm going to work. She's like, you're doing a podcast.
Yeah.
And you're having a couple of drinks.
You're doing a podcast.
I'm working.
You're doing
Yeah,
a range
you're working.
event.
Yes.
You're doing all kinds of stuff to build the business.
That's it.
To build the environment. But it is a passion that you have, and that is so admirable.
Yeah, I appreciate that.
That's a very, very good question. Whoever threw that in there, Biz.
Yeah,
I'm speaking of role models. I think Biz is a strong role model of mine. I mean, he has kids of all ages.
This dude is my boss, and I'm his role model.
No. I am no one's boss. I am no one's boss.
Ladies and gentlemen.
But at the end, Biz, the name Bizzy B, I don't know where it started, but Bizzy B is busy all the time.
Yes, he is.
And you've got kids of all ages. You've got a wife. You're just always running. You're always doing it. You were in Vegas yesterday. You were here. You're everywhere. It's like, how do you? And we have we have great
We
conversations.
have patio sessions.
Patio sessions. But how do you process doing what you love and being the best? Like, how do you process where you're at right now?
So the thing is, the challenge is, and so I said being boss, we work together on a lot of things, but it's crazy to hear you say that because I feel that I'm not the best at what I do. I don't, because of people don't see the process when I don't get it right, when I miss the mark, when I don't get something on time, or something doesn't look like I normally make it look. And that's the stress you deal with, where you're trying to live up to a certain bar. Because, like, for those that don't know, I do a lot of photography and video and things like that. So there's times I knock it out the park, and the times that you miss it, that is the pressure that destroys everything you're working for. But I will say that my nickname is a curse because I'm tired of being busy. And when I say that, it's like you're so busy trying to find. Like, I'm trying to find my cigars and guns. Give me one thing I can cultivate, I can master, I can put all my effort into, but because I have family, life, this, whatever, I do so many things, and my ass doesn't know how to say no, that you end up being, what they call that, jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah.
And so I'm actually working at 51 years old. How can I figure out of all the things that I do, which one can I focus on to just do that one? And it's pressure, because you when you set a bar for yourself and you try to live up to that bar at all times, and when you multitasking, to me is bullshit. It's bullshit, because as I try to do it daily, things get lost, things get dropped, something doesn't get done or whatever, and you have to find it within inside yourself to figure out what is that one thing. But that is a hard question to answer.
Well, and I think it's hard because that means you have to say no to everything else.
Man,
so what are you?
Hard. I don't know.
And when you look at it, like, and the heaviness is like, you may be really good at something, but then when you write your own eulogy and you think about it in that way, if something happens to me today, do I want someone to go, man, he was a good marketer? No, that's not how I want to be. No, that's it might be what I do, but that's not what I wanted.
He was a great photographer, but he DJ'd his ass off. But he did videos, and man, he could wear some stick. I don't.
And then your kid's like, hey, he was a good dad too.
But I want to jump in here because Brandon and I had the conversation earlier of you, as far as I'm concerned, you're the video master, and as much as Brandon knows and as little as I know, we still look at the videos you produce, and they're phenomenal.
But you don't understand, though. I know a lot of that weight he takes off my shoulders, because being an old head, they have taught me to look at things in a new light. When I first started with these guys, I was using this thing called a tripod. All the time.
We call them sticks.
And when they're like, nah, why don't you try it this way? But you have to be able to open your brain to new things, because everything that we do evolves. How we're doing this, think about this, guys. This used to be in the back meeting room. Now we're out in the lounge with a live audience. So everything evolves, and you have to open yourself to evolution.
Let's take a step even further backwards. First Saturday at the shop, and we were posting shit with multiple phones.
All right, so those
phones with sugar packets and
they were and shipping tape,
phones and shipping tape
to get the right angle.
And we have evolved so much over the years, and we will continue to evolve simply because this is what we love.
Well, Wayne, I think you bring up a great point, which is what you do should not define who you are.
No.
So I think that's really
on 8 cylinders tonight. He does trains too, so that's
and
why I
what
say
you
nice.
are as a person.
Are trains 8 cylinders?
No, trains are gigantic nuclear-powered machines that carry a bunch of weight. But anyway, we'll talk about that later.
I do know what I'm getting you for next birthday. There will be no cigars. It will be a train.
in scale, not HO, in scale. We'll talk about it.
So I didn't realize Pops is on Cigars and Guns feed. He's talking about he's in California. The garage that he's in is like it's a palace for cars.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Did I not say that?
He's in heaven right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in heaven. I'm so happy you got to disconnect.
And we miss you, Dave. But I'm glad you're having a great time. I cannot wait for you to take your real vacation because I want to see the video and the photos from that event.
Yeah, I mean, we spent like 10 grand on those flights, so do it.
Do it.
You booked it yesterday?
No, yeah, but so those who are watching may or may not know we're going through something with Facebook right now, where Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, where one of our shows were canceled a couple weeks ago, and we have been effectively what I think is shadow banned. I don't know. And so for those of you who are watching, if you can give us a like, a comment, and a share, that's going to help us kind of get our way out. We got great feedback on that on Saturday. The more you can be active with us, the more we truly, it makes a huge difference for us, and we appreciate it. Not that we want to blow this show up, but there is a lot of messaging that goes out that right now no one's seeing because someone has decided that we should not be seen. So I think I'm speaking on your behalf as well.
Sure, yeah.
But the more you guys are active on there, the more we greatly appreciate it.
Yeah,
but
we
thank you for
appreciate
taking
that.
your time.
Thank
Yeah, thank you. So Biz talks about what do you do when you're not doing what you do.
Yeah.
That's kind of a past what do you smoke, and that's one thing you go with. Adrian, how do you get that conversation rolling? How do you get to know somebody in the lounge?
That's a great question. Earlier when Biz was talking about, whenever I get that question like, what do you do? I used to take offense to it, and not in the sense where it's like who cares, right? And it's like
It's kind of fluffy.
it can be, right? And it's sometimes I take it as, what do you do? Because whatever you're gonna tell me, I'm better than you. And that's how I used to take it.
Thank you, Eric.
So it's one of those things where it's like,
So what do you do when you're not doing what you do?
I like that better. Like, what do you do for a living? Right? It's generic. You know.
But it's an icebreaker. I mean, it ain't. I mean,
could
like,
be, but if
what do
you-
you do when you ain't doing what you do for a
Switch
living?
that, yeah. If you come up with that, and I'm like, oh, I love that.
Okay.
I fucking shoot guns and smoke cigars.
That's
Yeah.
well then you can be pretty confident because good luck topping that one. That one's pretty solid.
yeah.
But what's your approach in there? And by the way, Oliver, we're not smashed. It's just you get the ambiance of the lounge, and everyone's all gooey on each other here. What's your approach? How do you get to know somebody?
I mean, I typically ask more personal questions about where you're from, family life, kids, and things like that. More personal, more than, what do you do for a living? Because I'm wearing this fucking, AP watch or fucking Rolex or something, right? And that's sometimes the wrong conversation. When that starts, I typically cut that person off, and then I'll typically, unless it's interesting, then I'll go to someone else. But
So you're kind of fishing. You go out there, you throw lines in the water, and just wait to find something, and then just okay, there's something. All right, we can connect on that.
yeah,
That's cool.
yeah.
Ron, what's your approach?
My approach is not only do I do the what are you smoking, but what brought you to the lounge? What do you like about the place?
Yeah.
What do you like about the culture? Because that is really what brought me into the culture to begin with. It wasn't so much of what you do for a living and that type of thing, but what are you looking for here, and what are you looking for in the environment, and how can we be friends? Because I love everybody here. They're family, and you don't get that everywhere.
No, you don't. I see that in your approach, very genuine. Like, how am I going to become this guy's friend? That's the way it feels like when you go and speak with people. How can I be their friend and like a real friend to them quickly?
And what do you need? What do you need? And how many times have you seen, and you guys as well, seen a new person in the lounge say, what are you smoking? And you like that? Have you tried this? And start sharing stuff with people. Not
up,
only
Julie?
cigars, but liquor or whatever. And you start bonding over that environment and that experience.
Yeah, yeah. Josh Sims, and when you see new people come in, you feel that excitement. Josh Sims is one of them.
Josh has been phenomenal.
A month ago, he was intimidated to come into a lounge.
And
now he's coming in.
And where is Josh right now? Where are you and why aren't you here, brother? Because I miss you, brother.
All right, Oliver, you're right. Rondo smells. He does sound smashed a little bit there. But I miss him. I miss him too. No, he talk about a difficult job that he has. That is,
He does.
He has a difficult job and an important job. He is special education teacher, which is far more difficult than what it sounds.
Respect.
That is, no one would expect that job to be a physical job, and it is. So much love to you and the role you play in these families' lives.
Frank is in. Welcome, Frank. Ernie. Thomas Shepard.
Okay.
Yeah, the tank.
The tank.
The tank.
Tank. Make sure I had the right front.
Hey, Tank, you're in, so drop us a trivial question. This whole show pivots on your ability right now.
There you go. Yeah. Ernie, thank you for that comment. He's talked about being a mentor, which I think is great. I love having conversations with mentors. I love being a mentee. This is
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, I think of it too as it's the immediate. It's just that immediate. We have something in common, so we don't have to get to know each other. I always with Ale if we go to some bullshit kid party thing.
yeah.
Like, can I bring cigars? If the answer is no, I know what kind of time I'm gonna have.
Oh, you asked?
I always ask.
Just bring them.
You're right, but then I get to decide if I'm going to go or not. But
There you go. Yeah.
But regardless, no, I think one thing that I've found that has worked well, as you get to understand what they do, a little bit about them, asking what their biggest challenges are. And you see that pivot where they go in work or in life. And you realize that we all have massive challenges in both. And regardless of who you are and how perfect someone's life may look, everyone has those challenges.
Shout out to Maggie. She's just joined us. Burgundy Geek. Yes, she just joined. Say hello. We miss you.
We miss you here.
Let me know when you come back.
Can't wait to see you back.
She's awesome. She's got a podcast. Make sure to watch it.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I don't know if she started it. I know she's getting into the
No, she
podcasting
has
game.
started it, and she's got somebody helping produce it, and she is going to do a phenomenal job. I can't wait to see it.
Great personality. Great. Has Frank shown up, or is Frank just failing right now?
It's your neighbor. Ask him.
Oh, I was trying.
No, Frank is not in yet. Frank, you letting us down.
Marty, call Frank, please. Somebody do something. No, I think that's all. Much deeper than I anticipated the conversation to get right away. It's just how to get to know somebody.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
it's an interesting world we live in. And I don't
Well,
know.
and the thing that drew me into this whole thing was the culture itself. And as much as
Thanks, Marty.
much as we talk about things and do things, the culture itself is what brings us into the environment.
Yeah, I agree. No, I completely
Please
agree.
pivot.
Where do you want to pivot to?
No, to that,
To the culture?
to the culture itself.
Well, okay, so yeah, that's a good question. Like, how would you describe the cigar culture? Now, this doesn't have to be an ICC ad, but how would you explain the cigar culture without saying the Great Equalizer, without saying ICC's culture is different than anywhere else?
Yeah. So, in taking from the Great Equalizer, it's pivoting away from the question like, what do you do? We're here because of this. Yep. Right. We're here enjoying a cigar, whether it be for celebration, whether I had a hard week, I had a hard day, I want to relax, but we're here for the same reason. I just want to enjoy this leaf stick and just kind of zone out, have a good conversation or whatever. That's it. We're here for the same reason.
Yeah, I mean, you look around and you've got real conversation happening.
Throw the camera 2 on.
Yeah, I mean, let's see if camera 2 can pick this up, but it's just see if it picks it up in the far back by the windows there. Real conversations, guys, fully connected with each other.
Oh yeah, perfect.
And you've got Wayne Ferguson here, who's
Wayne's on
connected
his
in what
phone.
we're doing. No, it's all right. I mean,
Swiping right.
And you got
swipe right.
You got Ty back there, who is a retired firefighter. You got Jonathan Scott back there, retired football player.
Ring holder.
And we're all hanging together, having a great time. And that is what this is all about.
Yeah, it really is, and it's a blessing to call this work. You know, I mean, I don't have any bosses of emails that I'm waiting to come through that are going to piss me off the rest of the day.
You have one boss.
Yeah, Ale.
She lives at home. Yeah.
Yeah, she's terrifying. But regardless, no, I think that's all.
She's a sweetheart.
She's a sweetheart. No, she's sweet. When she starts yelling at me in Spanish, though, I know I fucked up. But no, I think
my ex-brother-in-law.
let's take a pivot a little bit, right? Let's get into what are the things you did younger that you don't do anymore. What are the things you have great nostalgia, but it's just not part of your life anymore. Yeah, I mean, maybe that's part of it. Maybe it's the freedom to make those mistakes and you didn't have a family rely on it. I don't know, but let's think about what are those things that you used to do that you don't get a chance to do anymore.
I do not go out to nightclubs anymore. I don't go out and party and all that. If it's not a lounge and a relax, even DJing, I don't DJ unless it's a cigar lounge. I don't feel like all the rah-rah, all the noise, all the possibilities of fight, all the, like, if you want to have a conversation, you can have a conversation in a cigar lounge. Well, unless I'm DJing, it's loud as hell. But you can have a conversation and you don't have to scream and holler to talk to somebody. The whole meat market vibe of a club, like, I'm done with that.
Meat market, yeah.
Meat market, I love that. I love that.
I don't miss that.
No, I don't miss it either.
I don't miss it at
I
all.
was never really into it in the first place, but regardless, I mean, I think looking at Adrian, what are some of the things that I feel like you live a life that's all within an arm's reach of you. It doesn't feel like you've ever been outside of your own grasp.
So I started martial arts when I was 7. Had my own dojo, taught for many years, and I miss that.
Didn't know that.
Yeah, yeah.
What
Third-degree
what
black
discipline?
belt. Taekwondo, Shotokan. Shotokan, Taekwondo. It's
And why are we hanging
Japanese
out
martial
more?
art.
Because he'd kick your ass. I think is what he said. You're
course he
third degree
would.
black belt?
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, miss that. I mean, it's easy to say that I can get back into it, and I easily could. I just don't make time for it. But I do miss the discipline. I miss the dojo, the gi, everything about it.
But I'm ex-military, and that's the one thing I miss about the military. is
Structure?
The structure and the discipline.
yeah, it's given to you.
You know, it's on a quick tangent. So I was taught true martial arts by a Japanese, very traditional. I mean, to the point where you line up, you start the class, you look forward. If your eyes switch to the left, you're doing 50 push-ups, right? Very, very traditional, very,
Discipline.
very, very disciplined. And I've been to a few
What up, JP?
of these classes where it's like a lot of these dojos would, sign a contract here for 6 months, $1,000, and your kid will be guaranteed a black belt in,
Yeah.
whatever, 6 months, whatever. It took me probably 9 years to get a black belt, to the point where I had to submit my grades. I had to get a letter from my parents saying that I held my own, right? I washed dishes, I folded clothes, I made my bed. These testaments from parents, neighbors, and grades. If I didn't have straight A's, I wasn't getting a black belt. I wasn't getting to the next point.
That's Michael Choate said his wife is a first degree black belt in Shotokan.
Right now. I know your wife. Her and I, let's go, spar.
Excellent. Frank Tomaszewski is coming in, so we do have a question coming in. But regardless, I do want to make sure that you kind of round the table. So if you look at those things, is that what you miss? You miss your military service?
To be honest,
The brotherhood.
I was exactly, and I was too young at the time to realize the benefits. And once I got out, I realized I'm a dumbass.
What do you do now?
What branch were you?
Yeah, Army.
Army,
Okay, you cool.
82nd Airborne.
That's where my son is now.
Yep.
Pops, this is motocross.
Yeah, I mean, he was a tremendous motocross rider. I've only seen him in a vintage race out in East Texas, but he was a tremendous motocross rider. Jefferson.
Okay.
So I got to see him basically 30 years to the day get on a motorcycle and race, and that was a special moment that I'll never forget.
Oh, hell yeah.
With like legends, Marty Smith, Tribes, like a bunch of old motocross riders, and that was awesome.
Yeah.
You know, and that was great to see. For me, I miss contact. I miss.
Jake Powell's on. You haven't said balls yet.
He will. Now, Chris Remy is saying he misses dunking at basketball.
Is that because you can't anymore, or just it's not allowed when you play?
I've never dunked.
Never been able to
Never
reach
done.
that high.
I can't even do a layup, so shit, I don't know.
Yeah, I miss that contact. I miss football.
Yeah.
I miss training Krav. I miss that.
To be honest, do we have any regrets over that?
No, I mean, it's just life.
You know, and that's still, you get to a certain age, you don't have any regrets, because at one point in time, I was a track runner, and I was running 10, 12 miles every.
I hate running.
Running.
I loved it.
Like biking, but slower and more boring.
I never was able to run a marathon, and
Why not do it?
because I blew out my Achilles tendon.
Well, that the average finisher age of an Ironman is 38 years old.
I did a triathlon a couple of times, but I tried to start running about 10 years ago, and I blew out my Achilles tendon, and I can't run any more than a couple of miles, and
Do
I'm
it.
limping for
So about 2 miles after you start, just catch an Uber.
Yeah,
to catch an Uber.
Catch an Uber to the end.
and then just sit and wait.
Yeah, there you go.
No, that's it. All right. So, yes, JP, my shirt is tucked in just for you. Josh Sims misses riding roller coasters without getting sick. What up, JD Mars?
That's because I put on too much
I
weight.
ain't doing
This
no
is the
damn
Frank
roller coaster.
Tomaszewski question right here. What is your favorite dessert?
Creme brulee.
Frank, really? Really, Frank?
Creme brulee.
Yeah.
All the time.
Cheese,
Cheesecake. I'll take
I love
cheesecake
cheese,
over
and I love
any
cheesecake.
day.
And I love
regular
too.
cheesecake.
Regular. Yeah. When I go to a restaurant, like strawberries, fuck that. Plain
Cheesecake.
Jane cheesecake.
But the biggest thing is where you getting the cheesecake from, and is it
The factory.
made, or is it a non-bake? And there's so many.
There's so many, but if you're at a restaurant and you don't care, it's like if I see cheesecake, I'm getting it.
I didn't know there was levels to cheesecake.
No, me neither.
Right now.
There is levels of cheesecake.
What are you at?
I'm old school. Give me vanilla ice cream and a chocolate chip cookie, and I'm good.
Yep. Yep. I'm ice cream.
Ice cream and cookies.
Ice cream.
Let's pivot to new question.
This dude likes to
No,
pivot.
hang on. No one pivoting. No one pivoting.
Let's
Yes.
get back to the ice cream thing. I mean, you're at not that Perry's is like super fancy, but it's
good.
I don't know if they have ice cream.
I'll bring my own.
Homemade ice cream all the way.
If you
would-
did not know, in African American culture, we would bring some shit to the function. Been to movies, and my mom has pulled out a whole 4-course meal before they did the eating. I mean,
in there.
That's how you get it.
Growing up, and we
I got a cooler in the car.
were like, I need more coffee. Yeah, 12 Cokes.
Yes.
The sodas. Yeah, you don't pay for that shit.
That's before they used to check your bags and your purses before you get there. You be in the movie theater, you smell chicken and dumplings, like, what the hell's going on? Like, yeah, we used to get down in the movie theater, bro. Yeah, we got some your $30 popcorn when I got chicken and
Loves key lime pie.
Oh, he makes a key lime
key
pie.
lime pie. I went to we did a fellas trip down to the Florida Keys. That is where Ernest Hemingway and key lime pie. Man,
That's where it was from.
that down there, that is the bomb.
Yeah.
Marty Upton likes Dutch ovens. Also,
Wait a minute, hold on.
Oliver
That's
is
called pause. You gotta pause. Wait a
Yes,
minute.
please pause.
Pause. We'll just say pause and okay, keep going.
peach cobbler, and then
Keepsake. I don't know.
Don't get me wrong, I love blackberry cobbler, but it's so hard to get
drinking no
blackberries that are suitable for a cobbler.
I'll take a peach cobbler, cherry cobbler, apple cobbler.
Yeah, I will say second, the peach cobbler is the bomb.
My great grandmother made a blackberry cobbler. She made it from scratch, from beginning to end, including the dough and the crust.
Have you ever
and
watched the
everything.
older generations make desserts with no instructions?
I know.
They just do it.
They just do
Like
it.
I need YouTube and some paper and all that. They just wake up, do it, and don't be shit in the refrigerator or the cabinets, but they still produce a whole meal.
But
You've had my, now wait a minute. You've had my banana pudding,
Yes,
and that's not bad either.
from scratch. Is that from scratch?
From scratch.
All right, I give you props.
Chocolate Thunder.
Chocolate Thunder from Outback. How to tell me you're white with
stripper.
Yeah.
But like, I know that dude. It's a dessert. My bad.
I went to a get together over at Rhonda's not too long ago, and I brought my banana pudding, and her husband is insistent that I make the next one at her house and teach him how to make it.
No,
Because it's
that
from
ain't free.
scratch.
That ain't free. Tell me you're white without telling me you're white. Oliver comes in with Nilla wafers.
Yes, vanilla wafers.
Chocolate milkshake. Oh, with malt.
Vanilla wafers.
Nilla wafers.
Like by itself?
Just like a cookie?
Oliver said that?
Oh, all right. Let's talk about cookies for a
Oliver's
second.
talking about banana pudding. It's got to be.
It's got to be.
Put vanilla wafers in there.
I definitely put vanilla,
No
vanilla
human
wafer.
being will sit down with a box of Nilla wafers and eat them just plain.
I mean,
Oh, yeah.
Josh, come on, man.
Let's go.
Oh, God. Okay.
All
I
right.
stand corrected tonight. I stand corrected. So
So,
you said graham crackers and milk or something? I was with you. Nilla wafers?
But Rhonda's having a deal at her house this weekend, and I'm going to teach her husband how to make vanilla wafers from scratch. And the
You mean
kicker-
banana pudding?
You're right.
with Nilla wafers.
Yeah, with Nilla wafers.
But the kicker is the pudding has to, the pudding
This
has to be
conversation
from
is crazy.
scratch.
So Nilla is crazy.
All right, so Josh Sims, before we are definitely pivoting off of this, but the
My
last
God,
comment
too
is
much to drink.
Josh Sims says, "I'll eat your pudding run." Regardless, we should move forward out of this bit of the conversation.
Real quick, Chris Ramey Thomas, we should have an ICC bake-off.
I'll win.
ICC bake-off.
If you said barbecue, I'm with it. Especially my wings.
Your wings,
My wings.
big wings.
No, Thai ribs. Your wings.
Thank you, Marty. Marty
My
speaking
banana
truth.
pudding.
I'll come up here right now. I'll put together. I'll have a little fire. My s'mores will beat everyone's. Marty,
But it will not.
tell me I'm wrong.
They will not beat my banana pudding.
Marty eats Nilla wafers out of a box. We gotta have a conversation after this is over with, man. Just straight, just damn.
He's Ritz original guy.
Okay, let's run. Let's pivot.
All right.
Let's run. Let's run.
So
P-Tick's coming in. Apple pie. How American is that? Apple
yeah,
pie.
but baseball's also American, but it sucks.
Well, yeah, don't tell
Watching
us.
paint dry.
Apple pie.
You do?
Yes, from scratch.
You know what I make better than anybody else? I challenge anybody.
Wings.
Pancakes.
All right, I'll ride with
Do you
you.
beat McDonald's pancakes?
Hell yeah.
Never
Oh,
had
I
McDonald's.
went to IHOP and dropped the mic. Yeah,
It's
pancakes.
okay, but McDonald's pancakes are the
I'll
bomb.
put together a little bit of
Cakes.
put some ricotta cheese on there. Put some ricotta in the batter. Then the whole raspberries in there. You flip it over. We should. I feel a new event coming on.
Okay. We're gonna have an ICC cook-off.
We need to have a man's breakfast and bring it on.
That's good. Women could come too, though.
Yes.
Only chicks.
We don't want to. Yeah, we don't want to.
It's a metaphor. It's a metaphor. Come on.
It's a metaphor for. Go ahead.
Your grill is still at your brother's.
Oh my
Yeah.
God.
Bring that. I'll bring mine.
Yeah.
Let's go. Let's get it. Yeah, let's get it. Let's move that.
Let's have a breakfast. An
I'm bringing s'mores. Baby.
SCC breakfast.
Here's how good the s'mores are. Pablo scheduled an extra day so he could hang out on the patio and have s'mores. Because every time Pablo Schneider of Fedora Cigars is here, we always do s'mores.
That's because
I haven't had your
they don't
s'mores
want
yet.
s'mores hard.
You haven't?
I have not had this. We're normally drinking and smoking cigarettes to solve the problems of the world. We don't have s'mores.
Okay, good. So that's an open invite for those who are watching. You can come to my house on Saturday, October 22nd in the evening, sit on the patio and have s'mores.
September.
October.
October.
He said October.
Did I say October?
No, you said October.
Okay, good.
Ron heard September.
Putek is saying s'mores with Reese's.
That's because I've had too much
Yes,
drink
that's
already.
called a plus. That's s'mores plus. Who said that?
Putek.
Putek, you're winning right now, by the way, because if you do s'mores and the Hershey's and an upside down Reese's on top of that, but you let the Reese's sit on the base of the fire. Yep. Reese's peanut butter cup sitting on the fire pit. So then when you take it, you got to just be so gentle that it doesn't just melt. You put that on top of the chocolate and then put it on there. I'm telling you, he is winning.
Ladies and gentlemen, this portion of Cigar Talk is brought to you by diabetes. We'll be giving that to you right away if you go to his house.
Happy
Diabetes.
You got the sugars when you leave Brandon's house.
October 22nd, give me a hands up if you want in, and I will make space for you. Oh, you have to be cool with a SWAT dog as well, by the way. As we take a run here and we move over,
Wait a minute. I've never had Bagley's French.
you have creme brulee French toast?
Yeah.
She'll win.
She wins.
She wins.
She wins. I haven't had them, but I've heard about
She
them.
wins.
And I will
One race, right?
Yep, she wins.
I'm allergic to eggs and I'd eat that.
No, she wins. It is a casserole.
Allergic to eggs.
Don't shit. I didn't pick it. I'm just don't. What? I'm allergic to eggs straight, but if they're baked into something, whatever. My doctor explained it. When the proteins change with it, I'm cool. But if I eat like scrambled, sunny side up, whatever, it's a wrap.
I'd be dead.
You'll be speaking at my eulogy.
Yeah, I'll be dead.
Yeah. It's
What happens?
throat swells up. I throw up everywhere. And he's real ugly.
We're talking EpiPen shot type shit.
I don't know if an EpiPen can help that shit. It's bad.
Wow. But is the EpiPen worth it?
Oh, Brian Johnson, you're going to be in Ohio next time. Let us know. Let us know. You're in. You're in.
Brian Johnson, Spanky J. My homeboy Brian Johnson.
I don't know.
It's got to be.
He's in Ohio.
No, that's a different Brian Johnson.
Brian Johnson, thank you for joining us, man. We really appreciate it.
No, that's.
Oh, yeah. That's Brian. Oh, shit. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Oh, when is he moving?
I don't know, Brian. When are you moving to Texas?
Don't be a punk bitch. Omaha will always be the same every single
He's
year.
married to my cousin, and we got to
All
convince
day
her.
long. All day long.
Okay, come down. We'll see you in January.
2 weeks ago, so come on. I'm just saying. But anyway.
Don't come when the weather's good in Nebraska. Come in January, February, then you'll move down here forever.
He has to bring her down here. It's her he has to convince. We all have bosses. We get it.
Yeah, we got boss.
Yeah, we
I
gotta
understand.
So anyway, let's move
I
on.
take back that punk bitch thing. I'm gonna go all the way back. Frank Tomaszewski said, by the way, people are hanging with us tonight. I don't know why, but we cannot tell you how much we appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Frank Tomaszewski says, if you can be a part of one fictional family, what is it?
I love that.
Hey, by the way,
I love
Adrian,
that.
the Jackson 5 is not
I
fictional.
gotta take a drink on that one.
Adams family.
Good with that.
The Adams family.
I
No.
thought you was already a cousin. What the hell are you talking about? You gotta pick something
I
else,
am an
dude.
Iran cousin in.
No, you ain't cousin it. We're gonna call you cousin.
I'm supposed to Fester.
Fester.
Yep.
A fictional. Damn, that's a good one.
That is a good one.
That's where you're going?
Hold on.
What are some fictional families here?
Clue, man.
We got the Brady Bunch. I'm definitely not in that. Too many broads.
Oh, fuck no. I'm sorry.
What are some fictional families? So why don't you guys just spout off fictional families and we'll just pick the one we like the best?
Rick and Morty.
Rick and Morty. Okay. Where you at?
What's my man? Family Matters. What's called Winslow.
Oh, yeah.
Because I would beat the shit out of Steve Urkel every time he came into my house unannounced.
Yep.
I would just to whoop his ass every day for messing with my sister-in-law. Winslow's. Yep, that's
Yep.
where I'd be.
They said you're not cousin it. You are Uncle Fester. It has been decided.
Exactly.
Married with children.
That's a good one.
I'm not taking that one. Because I'd be trying to
Yeah, exactly. Hush, PG-13. PG-13.
Trying to bang Christina
I tried
all day long.
I tried to save y'all.
You did your best.
Exactly.
I'm okay with that.
Oh, okay, good. Yeah. Oh, this
Kathleen,
one's
he said
good.
51.
Oliver's coming in. Oliver's coming in strong because I can't think of a family and I want to run off of this subject. We're going to move over to who was your cartoon crush as a kid?
Everybody's going to say Jessica Rabbit
Oh my God, I can't make a list.
because there's no other cartoon characters that look like that. If any one of y'all say anybody else,
No, I got it.
Who?
I got it.
Who?
It's the Lady Rabbit from Space Jams.
No,
Lola Rabbit. Lola Rabbit.
no.
Your youth.
Yep.
No. Jessica Rabbit.
I just said
That's
that.
what he just said,
I'm
Ron.
sorry. I couldn't hear him over there.
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, Jessica Rabbit. That is
Jessica Rabbit.
Jessica Rabbit.
You know what? Jessica Rabbit.
You're stupid.
Oh, shit. That was good.
Right?
Oh, with
We're
the-
three out of four. We're 3 out of 4.
What do y'all think?
I'll tell you, but you saw the girl who dressed up as Jessica Rabbit for Halloween.
Man,
I mean,
All
that was
day
a really
long.
date.
We don't know, but regardless,
man.
man,
Halloween's coming up.
I told her, I was
Damn.
like, my inner 8-year-old is going wild right now. You gotta get the fuck out of here.
I was 20 when that came. Over 20 when that
I'll
came out.
expound on this for the older people and then younger too. What was your favorite car growing up? TV show car. What was your favorite TV show car?
Real quick, still, we got the Cosby's coming in. We got the Huxtables coming in.
Betty
one of the
Rubble.
Huxtables.
Betty Rubble. Betty Rubble. He likes dark
She
hair.
was a low key freak.
Yeah.
The Flintstones.
Or if we're going low key freak, we're going Velma. Velma's low key
If
freak.
you've ever seen TikTok videos, like people that
Right.
do cosplay, they
Yeah.
always pick Velma to be the
Always.
sexiest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Velma is
Okay.
a hottie.
That tells you. Okay, so we're moving to the car thing.
JP,
Unless you have
anime does not
hot.
count.
If what's that?
Anime. Yeah.
No, and you're not a kid anymore, so
I mean, it's JP.
yeah.
Anime got the dope ass characters. But anyway, car.
do, but I never
favorite,
watched
car,
anime, yeah.
favorite TV show car growing up as a kid, because there's several of them.
Starsky and Hutch.
Oh, the Gran Torino.
Okay.
Now, if you want to talk
You
movie,
want to say the General Lee?
if you want to talk movie, I gotta go Bullet.
No, we're not talking about movies, Ron. We're talking about cars.
No, let's include that. Just car on a TV show.
Bullet was the
Mustang.
Mustang.
All right. I'm going the GTO Judge from Dazed and Confused.
All right.
And you gotta remember,
That's just because I've drove that car before.
Everybody went typical. I'm not going to say kit. I'm not even going to go with the old school 73 Firebird from the Rockford Files. You don't know what the fuck that is.
No,
I do.
I'm going to go let's just be classic. 6.6 liter Trans Am Firebird Smokey and the Bandit.
Smokey and the Bandit.
Bam.
Now,
77. Don't. Huh?
78 notes.
Okay, well, damn. All right. Marty, you got me on that one. My bad. I just.
Ooh.
I have to tell
You
this
see Kevin's
story.
answer?
What'd he say?
Eleanor.
Eleanor.
That's tough to beat.
It's not bad.
Well, which Eleanor? Are you talking about?
Speed
the
Racer. Who came out with
original?
Speed Racer? JD Mars.
Okay, that would have been
I
JP.
gotta tell this story real quick.
18 van.
My coworkers were talking about cars they would like to have the year they were born. Okay, and I'm in an office with a bunch of young guys. And they're talking 70 or 80s cars,
Jetsons.
90s cars, and they looked at me and said, "Ron, what year were you born?" And I said, 67. And they all said,
Eleanor.
"Fuck you, man," because I can pick any car from 67 and it beats everything from the 80s, 90s, and 2000s.
Yep. I agree. 67. I mean, you've got GT500. You've got old Ferraris in that time.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You've got the DB5 was 65.
So
Y'all
here in
said
a couple of years, I'm going to pick a.
Hang on.
Someone said something.
Are we gone?
Someone said
We're going.
something.
How are we
what did
looking
we
up?
say?
Hang on. We still have audio.
What did we say?
Hang on.
Someone said
hold on.
69. No, we
said
Give me a battery. Give me a battery.
We're coming back on. We're coming back on. No sweat it. I'm gonna move to the this is so you can see what's happening right now. We're gonna move to the fan cam. So Wayne, look pretty. We're on. We're still with it. Keep hanging with us.
I hate Lanceros and I love
Q-Tech is
them
coming
because they
in.
go so fast.
Sam and Dean's Malibu from Supernatural.
Oh wow! Oh,
That doesn't-
wow.
I don't know.
An old Malibu.
Yes, it's dope. Yes, yes. Kudos to you,
Sam
sir.
and Dean's Malibu.
Kudos to you.
Supernatural.
Look at that. Look at that. That's the advantage of a 2-cam setup. They just saw that. Hell yeah. Good work.
I love this shit.
That is super cool. So,
we go.
So
did we lose viewers?
Wait.
We didn't even lose them.
No, we're good. Pop's coming in.
What is he coming in with?
Yo, Whiskey
Whiskey Business 928.
How did I not think of that?
because you were sleeping.
Well, because that's my birth year car, and it's in the garage. So, got it. Yeah, the Risky Business. But I will say that's the original 928, and it's ugly as shit. It's before the wing. It's the stupid champagne color. It's got the ugliest stock wheels of any car ever created.
I'll still take it.
Still take it. It sold for $2 million. So just so you know that.
Those are
Also,
the same rims of the other gentleman that came for.
did they hurt you in your soul?
Not me. They hurt you apparently.
Oh yeah, he painted his black. That doesn't make him better.
It's the chrome. Typically, their stock is chrome, right?
Yeah.
Yep. They're the worst. Oh.
You can tell we are car guys, ladies.
Okay, so that was a great question. Okay, so you talked about what car from any movie, any TV show, anything. What was yours?
Mine was the Firebird from Smoking the Bandit.
Would you like to revise that to a better answer?
No.
All right. And yours is the 18 van. What was yours?
A VW Bug band.
What, Herbie? Oh, okay. Man, okay.
All right. Also,
But we're talking like Kirby was Kirby.
No, just the
Herbie.
70s,
yeah, Jake-
the 70s VW van.
The Mystery Machine from Scooby-Doo Adventures.
JP's coming in saying anything from the Fast and the Furious. Of course, that is.
You know what? So
Ladies and gentlemen, JP is a very sarcastic fella. And he mentioned
from
Brian
Gone in
Johnson.
60 Seconds.
what Brian said?
Brian came in with he might be winning right now. The 58 Ferrari 250 from Ferris Bueller's Day Off.
The Batmobile.
The new Batmobile though?
The old Batmobile from
Oh, the
the
original.
newest?
The original
the,
one.
but
the newest
Adam
Batmobile?
West Batmobile.
The newest
Hold
one's
on,
the
I gotta
dopest.
sit up. The newest Batmobile, if you have not seen The Batman, that is the dopest car reveal in cinematic history. That
dope,
car, when it turned, man, that
Yeah.
is.
When
and
it
if you-
turns on,
oh my God.
oh
If
my
you saw
God.
that in the movie theaters, I was literally sitting there, and when he fired the engine up, my popcorn moved from one side to the other side of my tray.
Right on his.
Oh
God.
my God, that was, yeesh.
Reed Wings.
William Treadway, I knew I loved you. The 19, what do they call it? The 1983 Chevy Shagwagon.
How about
Dumb and Dumber.
how about the Aston Martin from
How did no one say the DB5 from 007?
exactly?
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right. All right, so what's okay? Wait, let me tell you.
Let's hit 007.
What's that? No, the DB5 is better.
What car did 007 drive when Aston Martin pulled their when they pulled away from
BMW Z8.
No, before that, what did he drive? Nope. That's not it.
It's got to be something.
He drove a Z8 in one of them, right?
Ladies and gentlemen, it's called a Lotus. It's free.
That's the one. It was a submarine. Oh. It was a Lotus Esprit. I thought it was a Z,
It was a Roger Moore
Z4
vehicle.
was when Timothy Dalton took over.
but I don't know if it was technically a Z4. We're losing
what about
so
the-
many people right now, no doubt.
What about
guys.
the Aston Martin?
Let's talk about something that keeps people
that,
interested. We're nerding out. Sorry.
What about the Aston Martin that crap.
You think about that. You run this situation.
Okay. Anyway, so let's. No, okay, that's the alcohol speaking. I was about to ask something really stupid.
Oh,
Never
JD
mind.
Mars. What do I have in my garage? I have.
Toyota Camry. No, I don't have that anymore.
What else do I have? I have the manufacturer of the soon-to-be constructor world champion. I have 2 Hondas.
James
Okay,
Bond.
so Here's a problem that I have.
Movies.
I told myself on my 53rd birthday, I'm going to get my dream car. I have no clue what the hell it's. I mean, I'm a Porsche fanatic, but there's so many cars out there, old and new. I don't know. So, like, if you had your dream car,
I already know what it is, but it can't be the NSX. You have to move away from the
I
NSX.
had one.
90 to 94 NSX.
I had a 93 NSX. And I sold it like an idiot.
Yeah, because they thought he was a drug dealer because he was in Omaha and he was black and had
Omaha,
an
Nebraska, and
NSX.
everywhere I went, I got pulled over because I had this car. I had a 93 black NSX.
Should have called me and said, "Hey, bro,
No, and if I told you what I traded it for, you probably kick me under the table, so I won't.
The Aston Martin that James Lazenby rode.
Yeah, that one doesn't.
But your dream car, if you could have any car in the world, what would it be?
It'd be an Aston Martin. An old Aston Martin.
That is not the wrong answer. That is not a wrong answer right there.
I have no clue.
All right, so you have to move away from an NSX.
no."
But Jake Powell is going NSX with you. Back to the Future DeLorean is what
not
Kevin
a fan of
Amick
It's
is.
in a lightning storm.
Yeah.
Your ass been up in
You
up at
did.
88.
You did. What's yours?
I don't know. I don't know. If I can, I mean, okay, I do know. If I could do it, I really want a 911 Turbo S.
Yeah. Yeah.
I really want a 911. I mean, or a GT3, but the Turbo S is like
GT3R.
And to be honest, I want
80s
anything.
935.
I want anything made in 67 year old.
Slant nose? Slant nose turbo?
No, with
The slant nose turbo? Oh my.
bro.
You know a car that I've seen a lot in my neighborhood? I don't know what the hell is going on. A Lamborghini Countach.
Selling drugs.
Have you ever seen the
Countach,
Cannonball Run?
He's Mexican.
I
Yeah.
love that car.
He's
And,
Mexican.
and there's somebody in my neighborhood that has a red one.
Mexican.
With the front spoiler on the front of the nose. Like, he drives down my block and I'm like, I just want to throw a rock at him so he'll stop. So I can look at it. But he drives up and down my block all day long in his red
Dream
Lamborghini Countach.
Dream car. That's a really good
I
question.
still want anything from 67, the year I was born, because it beats everything.
No, okay, I'm wrong. Dream car, if I was to have it, it would be a 70 Chevelle SS.
And that is a
Yanko.
phenomenal car.
Yeah.
All day, not
Yeah.
the Camaro, the Chevelle.
Yeah. Yeah. No. And they didn't make many. That was I think it was an L78 iron block. Regardless, I think Adrian's going NSX only.
Frank coming in with
Frank's coming in with an iPad.
plaid.
Frank, how many tires do you need on your car before you realize that
Frank,
car's a
come
piece of shit?
on,
His left side doesn't match his right side. When he leaves the house, it looks like a different car than when he's parked in his car.
goes back.
Yeah.
Plaids are a fad. That's a fad.
But my goal is to have a project car of anything the year I was born, 1967.
Oh, as much as I despise them, I would buy a BMW. It would be an E30 M3. E30, the first generation M3. I would definitely own one of them if I could get my hands on one.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, you can get that from pretty manageable.
Or anything 60s pickup truck.
Yeah. I mean, 3 on the tree and 46 horsepower. What's not to desire?
Style alone would be worth it.
Yeah. Yeah.
And if you get something, if you could find something that was stock, it would be a phenomenal pickup truck.
You mean H1 then?
Exactly.
Hummer
Yeah.
H1.
If
you're going trucks, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I don't like the concept of electric vehicles, but maybe the new Hummer.
Pretty dope.
1,200 pounds of torque.
I want the 80s Hummer.
H1.
H1.
Yeah, H1.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
See, I was in the military.
Yeah.
I was in the military when that one came out. And
Arnold
so-
Schwarzenegger was the first one to have one. They
that
made a
was a
commercial.
phenomenal vehicle.
Yep.
That was a phenomenal.
Okay,
Man,
no.
that's a tough question,
Let me
though.
run. I'm about to run right now.
Run.
I'm about to run.
Ron.com.
Wrap it, buddy.
Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question for you. Where in the world would you like to smoke a cigar? If you was able to light a cigar and kick back like a Corona commercial, where would it be?
Switzerland
Where in Switzerland?
with Pablo
I mean, that's completely attainable.
at his lounge. Anything he's got in stock.
It's all Patoro. They don't have the Terre Blanche. But regardless,
We do.
yeah.
Which I'm smoking.
Okay, so you're going Switzerland. I agree with that. That is good. Where are you at? You can't say El Paso or NSX. Or the Gypsy Kings or Manat.
Rio Grande.
It's beautiful this time of year.
Yeah.
Just be surrounded by people.
On the border with the 22 with
Or-
the night vision.
You can't say you're gonna.
Or anywhere with
ICC Kevin Amick, we love you. The Maldives.
So my answer is it doesn't matter where with my family. And my
Pablo would be
family
family.
here.
And
Yeah.
Pablo would be
Everyone.
family.
And anyone that could make it. Doesn't matter what location.
To that
Anywhere.
point,
Yeah.
next year, Ali and I will be renewing our vows in Sayulita in Mexico.
Good luck.
So you should go there with us.
Okay.
That
Are you going to be Are you going to be
You-
kind of Edgar?
Say it. I'm
No.
putting my bid in right now. I think
we will. No, yeah, no, yeah. You guys need to be there. You guys need to be there. Truly, you really need to be there. This is officially a public invite.
Sinaloa?
No, it's technically Nayarit, but it's just outside of Puerto Vallarta. You fly into Puerto Vallarta, it's 40 minutes. It's December next year. We're gonna go renew our vows. It is a crazy cool place.
I'm there.
But please, I think if I'm going to go a place on planet Earth to smoke a cigar, I am going to go. Google this, Bagan. 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 It's in the former Burma in Myanmar. They have thousands of these little pagodas, and it looks mystical. Truly, take a look at it because it is unbelievable. But to smoke a cigar, and the photos look the way it looks in real life. To smoke a cigar there with tremendous people, you can have a 5-course meal for about $9.
Let's see a bunch of like air balloons.
Yeah. So you see those pagodas? You see like all of the little castles and temples?
Yeah.
They're everywhere.
Give me a favor.
They're everywhere.
Bottle over there.
It is killer.
Hand me that bottle over there.
That's mine. Jake Powell is going to the South Pole. Ooh, we've got Marty Upton is going Lake Louise. Woodford. You put it in
In my
there.
locker.
You spelled it?
Bagan.
Hey.
Look at this. Okay.
Keys right there.
I think Pop's answer right now would be in Paula Dean's garage.
Just I have not had.
Biz, where are you going?
I'm going to a beach in Africa.
You are the master.
Wherever there's not some kind of crazy disease going on, I'm going to that beach in Africa.
I'm going to go with Michael Cho,
Love you, brother.
What's show saying?
Area 51.
I love
For a
that.
non-believer, you son of a bitch.
You and ET gonna light one up, huh?
Down there.
Even in Adrian's perfect world, you don't leave the country.
Night vision. It's in New Mexico.
New Mexico, Old Mexico, whatever Mexico.
Yeah.
Damn. All right. My man. Ireland, that's good. South Pole. Would be
Spain.
Turkey. Turkey would be good.
Spain would be good
Spain would be good.
because I would hang out with Nelson.
The Oval Office while getting the Clinton.
Oh. Who said that?
Tell me Frank Tomaszewski didn't win that one.
No, I'm not going to argue.
Come on.
All break the tank. We
Yeah,
can
all
change
hell.
subjects now after that one.
Oh, hell.
We can change subjects. He got it. He said
All right,
in the Oval
we've got
Office
about-
the Monica Lewinsky.
We've got
Oh,
about
man.
4 minutes of battery.
Okay, let me ask this question. What is the most beautiful place you've ever seen?
Got it.
Or, and not necessarily seen in person, but seen on video that you'd like to go?
I'm gonna go in person.
Yep, go in person. In person.
Mine was the trip that I took my first day out, my first trip out when I started working with Brandon when we went to Colorado.
Was that
We went to
incredible?
the Aspen forest and all that stuff. I mean, besides being chased by a swarm of deadly bees, Colorado, and that was
Beautiful.
It was
The
beautiful
Western Slope.
in the daytime. Because at nighttime, I was strictly on straight up. What was that movie with Stephen King?
The Shining. The
Yeah,
Shining.
I was there all in the back room. I'm in the front room looking down the hallway like there's gonna be two little twin girls coming down the hallway to kill me.
You
And
said
then-
that so many times,
Man,
too.
that shit had me shook. But
He wouldn't even let us sleep because all the bunk room where we were staying, he wouldn't let us sleep in the same room as him.
because I didn't want to snore or fart in my
Now-
sleep, and I didn't want them
now-
to see it, so I did that. But
say
otherwise,
that-
it was
You
creepy.
say that, but I've been to the Stanley Hotel, which inspired The Shining,
we
several
go?
times in Colorado.
Yeah, in
And
Estes Park,
that is a cool
where they
place.
shot Dumb and Dumber.
Oh shit.
Yeah, they shot Dumb and Dumber. When he's pulling up and he's handing out, there you go. That's the Stanley
So
Hotel.
what's the most beautiful place you've been to?
Iceland. I saw the Northern Lights in Iceland.
I saw the Northern Lights in
I dare somebody to
Canada.
top
I laid down. I was leaving. I watched the Northern Lights light up the sky. All I could say
you left
was,
your family at the place. And
"Yep,
you took off to go
yep, that
walk
will
them
be
down.
Exhibit A in our divorce settlement." And that, as I drive out, all I could say was, "Oh my god, oh my god!" And all of the rocks were covered in moss, so I could lay on this moss and just listen. And truly, they make a sound. The Northern Lights makes a sound.
They do. They do.
It sounds like
there's a
sand
hum.
on glass.
Yep.
For me, it's just like unbelievable. It's so
I spent a
emotional.
week in Goose Bay, Canada, and got to see the Northern Lights, and they're phenomenal. And the sound is exactly that.
So that's where I'm at. Adrian,
Yeah. Probably where I've been, Ruidoso, New Mexico, just out in the forest and just silence, stars, trees, the wind, whispering through the pines, having a cigar.
And then the predator shows up.
I wish.
No, that's where we're going to renew our
I
vows.
wish. I wish I
That's where they
had.
shot the movie.
Jungle?
Yep.
I
Yeah.
wish I had smoked cigars when I was in Colorado/Wyoming, because I had a friend of mine.
JP.
I had a friend of mine who had a cabin in Wyoming, just on the border of Colorado, and you could look up and see the stars so brightly. The cabin was completely off the grid, and
Yeah.
that would have been the most perfect place.
Yep.
So with that, we're cutting this short because our battery's about to die. When I say our, I mean mine, because I didn't prepare for this.
You never.
It's
prepared for
okay,
this.
Brandon.
It's all right. This was a good show.
was a reckless
I just want to
episode.
say thank you so much.
And thank you for letting me hang out with you guys.
Can we go back to the fan cam? Back to the fan cam.
Do this. Sorry. My bad.
And yes, so thank you so much. Your support by watching us is worth more than you know. So
Exactly.
thank you. Gentlemen, will you please sign us off?
Thank cares, brothers. See you tomorrow night on Tales from the Lounge. You've
go.
got your next
Yeah.
podcast.
Every Tuesday, Cigar Talk Live, 8 p.m.-ish Central. And then catch us Saturday at the shop, 10 a.m.-ish Central Time.
This episode was brought to you by tequila.
And bad
Woodford.
decisions.
Or Woodford.
Oh, is it Woodford? Oh, I can't be mixing. Oh my God.
That's it.
Oh, my
We're going to
God.
continue this off cam. Much love. We appreciate you.
Love you guys.
Adios.